Hi, this is Ushio, and welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. We're hanging out with Sebastian in this mod. This is a loyal companion, and we're now on to chapter 3. So I think, yeah, one hangout per episode. Let's go meet out. So last time we went to the beach, we kind of played some volleyball, and we bumped into Zhong and his son, which was a bit of an unexpected treat. Some nice bonus artwork in here as well. It's a really nicely made thing. It didn't take long for Sebastian to arrive. Hey, hey, hey. Hey Sebby, well, hey Sebastian. Why'd you call me over? I thought I might spend some time with you. That's all? That's all. Wasn't expecting that. Did you have anything planned or Right, I know I forgot something. That's fine actually. Working was exhausting today. I could use a little break. Are you up for a walk? There's a trail not too far from the cave we camped in a few days ago. Sounds lovely. I could use the fresh air. Me too. Okay, let's go check this place out. Going for a long walk around town. We walked for quite a while until we arrived at the trail ahead. Here we are. Have you been here before? Quite a few times. It's a good spot to clear my mind. Right through the forest we're going. Long walk. Oh, I recognise this spot. Earlier today, we found a girl clinging to her dead mother. I'm not sure she would have made it if we didn't find her. But the oddest part is, I feel like you told me about her at some point or other. Maybe it was just a dream. I've been having weird dreams too, but most of mine are really worrisome. That's not confidence inspiring. Yeah, we're all handling quite a lot of strange things at the minute. As we made our way along the trail, the sky became noticeably darker. It wasn't long before we heard the first rumble of thunder. Sounds ominous. We should look for shelter. I'm assuming you'd do worse off soaked than I would. Good idea. I didn't think to bring a change of clothes anyway. Figured. After a moment of looking around, Sebastian gestured toward an overgrown cave entrance. We made it to the entrance just in time, as it began to pour. Gonna hide out in here. Good find, not a moment too soon. Did you know about this cave? It looked well hidden from the path. No, actually, I just happened to find it. And this place you have a light? It's kinda dark in here. You're in luck. I always keep a flashlight under my hat. There we go. Much better. I guess there's nothing to do but wait out the rain. Disagree or wait? Yes, wait. You're probably right. We waited a bit until the rain let up. I don't know. I'm just doing this mod on instinct. Oh, looks like we messed up. Maybe I should have done that differently. Yeah, I'm going to start over. We're going to do that differently. Okay, let's try this again. I've got the feeling that waiting out the rain means you miss out on a bunch of stuff. So I think if I disagree... Well, what would you rather do? I was thinking we could explore the cave a bit. There we go, that's what we need to do. I don't know if that's a good idea. These caves could be dangerous. I'm gonna insist. Well, I can't really stop you, but if you're going to explore, I suppose I have to keep you safe. I'm your escort after all. I don't know if he told you, but Bryce has an incident in a cave like this once. It's not like I could go without you anyway. You're the one with the flashlight. Okay, let's go exploring. This is what I want to do. Is that a cable? I looked in front of us and saw that the cave slowly transformed into a hallway. The lights on the ceiling were turned off, cables running along the walls, and a heavy metal door at the end. In the middle of a cave. Don't look at me, I'm as surprised as you are. Where do you think it leads? And you want me to find out, I guess. I was afraid you'd say that. We walked up to the door. Instead of a handle and a keyhole, had a card reader, which was damaged and dangling off the wall. I guess we aren't finding out where this leads. Maybe we can. I might have grown up on a farm, but I might know a thing or two about electronics. Sebastian stepped in front of the card reader and tinkered with the wires sticking out of the wall. He's going to hotwire it. Within a few seconds, the door slid smoothly open. Got it. Wow, that was impressive. Thanks. Behind the door was a slightly bigger white room. and what seemed like an elevator door on the opposite wall. We slowly stepped inside the room as Sebastian moved in front of the door and pressed the call button. Okay, any ideas on what this place could be? Not really, but it looks similar to the underground building we found near the portal. You mean the one you think was built by humans? Exactly. So is this some kind of relic? We both stepped into the elevator. Oddly enough, it only had one floor other than the one we were on. Without hesitation, Sebastian pressed the floor's button. I'd take the stairs, but that's just me. The door slid closed again, leaving the two of us inside. I thought you weren't so keen on exploring. It's not every day you find an elevator in a cave. Besides, I enjoy a little fun every now and then. Does fun include being squished in an elevator? Pressed against the wall in an elevator with the human. The only thing that's missing is Bryce's fun basket. Oh my. What's in Bryce's fun basket anyway? You know, I'm not really sure. I just know it comes out every time Bryce has a new date. Does that happen often? Very. Okay, looks like the elevator got us down. As the doors of the elevator opened, we were greeted by a long dark hallway. What is this place? I've got no idea. We walked the narrow hallway until we reached a crossing. Oh no. Let's go left. Walking to the left, we found two doorways. The first door was signed CCTV and the second security. CCTV, I guess. The room is mostly empty, except for a desk with several monitors on it and a single chair. Okay, let's have a look. The screens are black and don't come on, despite flipping their power switches. Okay, so that's no good. Go back. So let's check out the security room. The room has a few lockers and a chair sitting in front of a computer, next to which is an odd-looking device. Okay, let's check the computers. The dust-covered computer is utterly unresponsive, even after pressing the power button. Okay, lockers. We walked up to the row of lockers and tried to open them. Out of the 3 lockers, we were only able to open the one. Inside that one, we found a security uniform with a helmet and an electrified stun baton. Okay. Uniform? It looks like it would fit a human. The helmet wouldn't fit a dragon, for sure. The electrified stun baton, however, looks like it's missing some parts. Okay. Also the odd device. We puzzled over the odd device next to the computer. It was plugged into an outlet, but nothing else seemed to indicate what it did. What is it then? Okay, let's go back. We left the room and returned to the hallway. So, go back again. Let's go right. There's a large number of rooms here, each with a different labelled door. A large blast door, tightly closed, stands out among them. Oh, there's so much stuff. Blast door. As I took a closer look at the heavy blast door, I noticed that there's no way of unlocking it nearby. There's a large number of rooms. Okay. Let's just go through all of these. Administration room. The doors seem to be locked, but there's a card reader to the side. The door's handle was locked, and there didn't appear to be any other way in. Okay, power room. The door labelled power was locked, but there was a card reader next to it. Without a card to try, I looked dumbly at the door for a few seconds, defeated. The server room. The door with the server room was slightly opened already. I easily pushed it completely open and entered the room. As I stepped inside, I was greeted by silence. The server was most likely shut off, and the room completely dark. With a small cone of Sebastian's light, I spotted a shut-off terminal on the left wall. Okay, check it. After pressing a few buttons on the keyboard, I came to the conclusion that it doesn't work without power. Okay, head back out. Get out of this room. The cells? As we entered the doorway labelled cells, I found the door surprisingly unlocked. We were greeted by another long corridor with very heavy doors on both sides. They looked nearly impervious and far more excessive than the typical person. If these were holding cells, they look a little overbuilt. You're telling me? The more worrying part, though, is why someone would need these. Hey, look over here. Finding a narrowly opened door, Sebastian pushed his way in and picked something up off the floor. A keycard? I suppose that can only help, but what was it doing inside a cell? Don't ask me. Got the keycard. Okay, let's go back to storage. As I stepped inside the storage room, I saw shelves stacked with boxes loaded with different kinds of laboratory and security equipment. Okay, take a look. As I began to rummage through the boxes, I noticed quite a lot of old lab equipment, but nothing really of use. Okay, we'll go. So I've got a key card now. So which room was that? Administration room? Let's try the key card I had, but the reader only gave me an angry beep and didn't budge. Power room. I swiped, and the door clicked and creaked as it slowly swung open. The room is small and dark, with a number of conduits spidering into and out of the ceiling and floors. On one of the walls, there's a breaker box with a large lever arm. Okay, inspect it first. Upon closer inspection, the lever arm is in the off setting. Alright, throw it. The lever was a little stickier than expected. It took a few heaves before. We have power. It gave way and flipped on with a clunk. Unfortunately when it did, my full force on the lever caused it to snap. The lights flickered on in the room and the nearby hallway, while I held the broken lever in my hand. Okay, let's just hope we don't have to turn it off. Agreed. Seeing no use for it, I dropped the scrap lever on the floor. Okay, so as both of us left the room, I heard an announcement over a speaker system. Warning, unauthorized personnel detected, engaging lockdown. That doesn't sound good. I think it's time I dropped myself a quick save. We might have outstayed our welcome. Yeah, let's get out of here now. Sebastian led as we both made it toward the crossing. As I turned the corner toward the elevator though, what is that? At the end of the hallway, a dome had descended from the ceiling. On it were many gun barrels, turned to face Sebastian. Oh, that's not good at all. No. Artwork as well, very nice, but no, bad situation. Run or grab? Grab. Wordlessly, I grabbed Sebastian by the arm and pulled him back around the corner. He tumbled, and both of us fell on the ground behind the corner, Sebastian lying on top of me. Oh no! Sebastian and I cowered behind the corner as a barrage of bullets flew against the walls and floor of the corridor we were standing in mere seconds ago. Oh, close one. Are you alright? Sebastian slowly nodded as he moved off with me. Yeah, I'm good, just shaken. But what the hell was that? It's a turret, a machine consisting of a gun and sensors that shoots at everything in its radius. Who and why would anyone need something like that? We use those kinds of machines to keep important areas safe. Military bases are a good example. Why would such a machine be down here though? What would they need to hide or keep safe? You tell me, I've got no clue, but what I do know is that it's blocking our way out of here. Maybe we can turn it off somehow or find another way. Only one way to find out. Okay, with the power on, we should be able to access the computers down here. Maybe one of the security office as a control program. How do we get to that other side though? Do you think sprinting's gonna work? Let's see why it shouldn't. The turret will take a moment to spot, and another to spin up its barrels, plus the corridor isn't really wired. In that time, we could already be on the other side of the corridor if we hurry. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. There's a large number of rooms here, each with a different labelled door. Okay, so we can navigate this end, but a gun is blocking our path. So shall we just go back into the administration room? The door seemed to be locked, but the card reader to the side gave me an angry beep and doesn't budge. The server room. The door to the server room was slightly opened already. Have you been in here before? The servers are running, and as I looked to my left, I spotted a small, wall-mounted terminal flickering. Okay, as I approached the terminal, I was greeted by a few lines of code and an input line. Warning, connection damaged. Please inform maintenance immediately. Send a message to maintenance then? I typed a small message for maintenance and hit enter to send. Do you think someone's going to come fix it? No, not really. Okay, let's search for a manual. After typing for a little and going through the directory, I stumbled upon a promising looking line and read it out loud. In case of damaged connection, go to each computer and reconnect them to the main server manually. Oh, I guess it's worth a shot. Play a game of Tetris, really. Couldn't find Tetris. Okay, check status. Couldn't find administration computer. Couldn't find security computer. Okay, we gotta go check those things out then. So let's go back. So, hang on. The cells? We entered the doorway labelled cells and found the door surprisingly unlocked. We were greeted by another long corridor with very heavy doors on both sides. They looked nearly impervious and far more excessive than a typical prison. Sebastian, however, stopped at the doorway. Better not. This place gives me the creeps. Okay, so we're not doing the cells. The storage room? As I stepped inside the storage room, I saw shelves stacked with boxes labelled with different kinds of laboratory and security equipment. Anything good this time? Oh, what was that? I searched through different sets of boxes on the other end of the room. This time, however, I found more security gear, as well as another electrified stun baton. I'll take that. I decided to take the stun baton with me, not knowing what else may await the two of us down here. As I tried to flip it on though, I noticed it didn't come to life. Oh, that's a bummer. What is? It looks like this one's a dud. Maybe it's not charged. Maybe that too. Okay, you took the electrified stun baton. Maybe it's useful for a later point. Okay, anything else I can search for? Nothing else. So, now where do we go? Okay, so that's what I've got to do. So, administration and security. How do I get to security? So if I go back, I can run across to the security room, can't I? We carefully hug the wall until we reach the corners of crossing. Let's go left. After a moment of preparation, Sebastian and I sprinted across the corridor. The first door was labelled CCTV and security. Security? That's it. Let's look at the computers. After pressing the power button, the computer flickered into life, albeit very slowly. Okay, can we deactivate lockdown? This station has been locked by Dr. Hines. Please supply a password. Oh, okay. What would that be? It's just not his name, is it? Incorrect. Safety protocols. The computer displayed a large text document. In case of lockdown, the following protocols will be implemented. The elevator will be locked in position at the lowest floor. An automated sentry with stealth firing systems will engage at all entrances. A silent countdown will start at 72 hours. At 0, the contingency plan will be activated. That's not good at all. The contingency plan consists of a 72-hour countdown, if not triggered manually. If triggered manually, the countdown will resume at 60 seconds. Upon reaching 0, an underground warhead will be detonated. I do not need that. With a chill, I decided not to tell Seb about that last line. No. Activate. What? This seems like a bad idea. Attention all personnel. Contingency plan has been activated. Have I just set off a warhead? Evacuate immediately. T-minus 60 seconds until detonation. 55? 4? Oh god. What's happening? We'll get the tire. I have an idea, but it sounds bad. What do you mean it sounds bad? As far as I understand, we're gonna get blown up. Looks like this is the end for us. In despair, Sebastian sank to the floor, hands over his head, and began to sob. Why is this happening? What about all the plans I had? I sat down next to Sebastian and held him close as we both waited together for the end. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think I killed everyone, and then explosion. Whoops. That's probably not what I should have done. Awkward. It seems like you've met a terrible fate. Perhaps you should try again. Perhaps I should. Okay, so let's do all this again then. Maybe this time we'll go into the CCTV room. The room is mostly empty, except for a desk with several monitors on it and a single chair. I check the monitors now. Each of the monitors is now on, and showing a different camera feed. All of them appear to be jumbled or broken. Okay, let's show camera 1. Yeah, that's pretty broken. What can I gather from that? Are those... What are you looking at? A camera feed. These look like cloning tanks. I was almost certain that was what I was looking at, but I wasn't sure. I wanted to tell Sebastian that much. Chemical tanks? Sebastian leaned in and looked over my shoulder. They could be a little bit large for chemicals. We don't really know what they did down here though. Fair enough. Okay, show me camera 2. Is that an exit? I'll take that. If that's what that is. I'm not sure though. These are some messed up CCTV though. Camera 3. Looks important, but I'm not sure. Let's go back. So let's try the security room again. There's an odd device. We puzzled over the odd device next to the computer. It was plugged into an outlet, but nothing else seemed to indicate what it did. Oh, I never got my baton, did I? Go back. Go right. Run across. There's a large number of rooms here. That's it. Go into the storage room. Search the boxes. Take the stun baton. There we go. Can I charge that up on the other side? Have I got to nip across town again? So let's go left. Where was it again? The security room? Odd device. It occurred to me that the baton I picked up fit neatly into the socket installed on the device. Terminals inside lining up perfectly with metal pads on the baton. It whirred into life almost immediately, humming violently as an indicator shone bright red and then green in the span of only a couple seconds. Finding that I'd reflexively backed away from the loud noise, I carefully approached and picked up the baton, turning it on this time, and it came to life immediately. Impressive. Okay, I've now got a charged up baton, right? Okay, I hesitated before inserting it again. Considering how eminently powerful this charger was, it might well destroy the batteries if carelessly used. Okay, that's good, right? So, there's the security uniform. Let's check the uniform again. So this is the bit where I'm stuck. I should probably save it again. So we have 72 hours, or I just need to deactivate it. The silent countdown will start at 72 hours. At 0, the contingency plan comes on. And when it hits 0, okay, so deactivate. How do I deactivate it? I need the password. What's the password? Go back to that uniform again. The uniform seems to be made of a very thick reinforced fabric. It looks uncomfortable to wear. The helmet too is made of metal and looks unusually burdensome. It has a small window in it, like a welder's mask. Look again. No? Patting down the uniform, I noticed something hard in one of the pockets. Turning it over, a keycard fell out. Okay, I've not got another keycard. Keep looking at it. Do you think this is armoured enough to withstand bullets? By the looks of it, not a bullet. It looks like it was made for stopping larger, sharp things like knives. Or teeth. Anyway, I don't think I trust my life to it. Anything more about this uniform? Okay, I've got a keycard, so is that for a different room? So let's go back. Go right. Is it the administration room? The door seems to be locked, but there's a card reader. One of the cards I had on me caused the door to click open. Inside the room are a few shelves with folders stuffed with documents. A tablet stands in the middle with a computer sitting on it. Okay, shelves. Pulling the folders off the shelves, I found that the paper must have gotten wet and the pages were stuck together. Trying to separate some of the pages, they tore instead. That wasn't the brightest idea, I guess. It would have been interesting to see what these documents were. A good archivist could probably restore these, but not us. Maybe Remy could do it. I'll be sure to bring one along next time. Okay, anything more on the shelves? I'd better not. I'm just going to ruin it some more. Computer. I found that the computer was alive this time, but displaying an error. On closer inspection, it claims that it wasn't connected to the main server. A single click, however, fixes that. Okay, check the computer again. With the computer connected, I noticed that it was displaying a database viewer. Okay, personnel. Input-output error. Data could not be read. Database corrupt. Okay, experiments. Text begins to wildly scroll by. I couldn't possibly read all of it, but I made out a few parts. Progress on brain control chip by Dr. Hines. Showing excellent developmental progress in the abstraction. Sybil. Maybe I should have Sybil as a password. Isme. Unfortunately the error seems to have cleared the rest of the screen. Okay, memoranda? I didn't see anything particularly interesting until one particular entry. To Dr. Hines, regarding your password, I have reset your password for the 5th time. Please make an effort not to forget it then. The new password is ChangeMe45. Okay, I'll take that. Did you find the way to disable the turret? No, but maybe it could be of use. Sounds like we should figure out what could take a password then. Okay, let's go back to the other computer, which is... We got to run across again. Go left. It's the security room? Look at the computer. Deactivate lockdown. What was it? Does it change me 45? Welcome, Dr. Hines. With the full interface shown, it was easy to disable the lockdown. Attention all personnel, security lockdown has been lifted. This should have done it. Good work. Now we can finally leave, and should. This place is really starting to wear on me. Agreed. Let's get out of here before something else tries to shoot us. Okay, so we can just go now, right? Are there anything else that we can look at? So I think I've done what I need to do. And now I can leave. Check status. It's found all the computers. It's all connected. We've turned everything on. And now we can probably just leave. So let's go back to the elevator. The elevator was waiting patiently for us at the end of the narrow hallway. Okay, let's go. Sebastian and I glanced back to the corridor one more time before entering the elevator and riding it back up. As we arrived, we hurried our way out of the elevator and into the corridor. I didn't think we'd make it out of there alive. Wow, neither did I. What were we going to tell the others? I don't know. Nor do I think they'd even believe me. Is this off the record then? It wouldn't be wise to tell anybody else. They'd end up doing the same thing we did, and probably end up worse off for it. We can't just let anyone go there unprotected, though. Do you think we could steal the door again? I probably could. That way, no one else would be at risk. We'll take care of the rest later, and by ourselves. Sebastian went over to the card reader and tinkered with it once again. After a moment, the door slid shut again, and Sebastian returned. Done. Now, let's get out of here. This place is still giving me the creeps. As we went together to the mouth of the cave, Sebastian wordlessly offered me a hand and helped me out. The rain had long since cleared and the sun was setting, leaving a glistening red glow on each leaf of every tree. We went back to my apartment together the same way we came, and it stopped raining. Also, I'm truly sorry for what happened earlier today. In the building. At the portal. I see. It's just that I tried to keep my work and my private life separate. It helps to get the job done, but it doesn't make those decisions any easier. Honestly, I'm grateful that the portal's broken for now. I didn't really want to send you home, you know. I've been enjoying our time together. By the time we made it to the door, it was already dark, and a bright, nearly full moon hung fairly above the horizon. As I opened the door, I turned back to Sebastian. I guess this concludes our walk. Sorry about the detour and the adventure. Don't worry about it. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Good night. Actually, where do you live? I don't think you've ever told me. It's on the other side of the town. It's pretty far. I can cover the ground pretty quickly, though. Okay, do you want to stay? It's pretty dangerous with Reza still on the loose. Would you rather like to spend the night here? I could take care of myself out there, but I wouldn't mind falling onto a bed straight away. We entered the apartment and closed the door behind us before heading to the bedroom. I fell, exhausted but happy, into my bed. Sebastian, meanwhile, took a spot on the other side of the bed. Rest well. You too. That's good. And it is another day. Looks like I've got some free time. So we survived that situation. I think there are different things you can do for different outcomes, but that will have to do for now. This is Usher signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.